We are final from Neville Arena, Auburn, with the 106-76 win. Come on in here, share the live with somebody. Let's get this party started. Talking about the big win for Auburn versus Ole Miss. Auburn said, "Hey man, brooms are nice, but we decided we gonna mop them instead." Cause good lord, 30-point beatdown in Neville Arena. They scored 50 in each half, 50 in the first half, 56 in the second half. Your high point man for Auburn, 24 points for Janai Broom on 7 of 12 shooting, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Chad Baker Mazar with 22 points on 8 of 12 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3. Add on to that, Janai had 9 boards, 4 assists with only 1 turnover in the game. Absolutely phenomenal game from him. 13 points from both Denver Jones and Miles Kelly. 13 points from Chaney Johnson for all of your double-digit scores in this game. Absolutely dominant win for Auburn in this one. Dominant. So, yeah, let's just get in here and celebrate for a little bit. I don't know if it's too much to talk about with this game other than beat down, beat down, beat down. Rebounds, Auburn 33-20. Turnovers, +2, 10-8. Only 8 turnovers in this game. 18 points off of turnovers, 14 second chance points, 30 points off the bench, 44 points in the paint, +14 in paint points, 8 blocks, +5 in blocks there. 20 assists on 34 made baskets is how you do it. So wonderful. Let me just get, y'all in here talking. Nina, 30 points. Yes, indeed. James says 30-piece extra crispy. Love it. Devin, good to see you in here. Let's go. Where are all the doubters now? Oh, those Florida fans, you lovely Florida fans who were hoping you would see Auburn lose this game so you get some retribution for all that junk you was talking in our comment section when you said that Florida was clearly the best team in the country and then promptly goes out and loses to Georgia. You were hoping you would get an opportunity for retribution. Sad to say, Auburn was not going to give you that satisfaction tonight. 30-piece at the crib beat down. Let's see here. Prentice says Baker with the Chef Curry turnaround 3-ball. Absolutely wonderful. Clint, another sweep. Absolutely. Dwayne Ward, damn, what we're gonna find to complain about tonight. I don't know. Is it who like where are my chief complainers who are going to find something to complain about? Did we Janai Broom didn't get a double-double. He was 1 board shy of a double-double. Terrible. Heavy gifting 5 Warport memberships. Appreciate that very much from your heavy rights there. Tim jumps in and says, forget the bell. Auburn got the extension cord tonight. Yeah, that's that old school behind the woodshed type situation there for sure. Excuse me. Joining me right now, I'm gonna wait till he gives me a thumbs up to let me know he's good to go. Oh, he is good to go. Joining me right now from the College Loop, my guy, Dylan Lark. Dylan, Auburn goes out there and absolutely embarrasses Ole Miss. Tell me what your thoughts are, sir.
Nothing beats a Rebel Black Bear Land Shark beat down on a Wednesday night. Got a little scared in the first half. That 22-point blown lead definitely had me a little worried, but you get in there in the second half, you just absolutely throttled them for, I want to say I want to say that 22-point lead blown that was like 3 minutes of the game. But it was 37 minutes of just complete dominance by Auburn. It was that was fun Auburn basketball, and some Auburn basketball I've been wanting to see for about 3 games now outside of the Bama game. And there's been some ugly offensive performances.
Absolutely. Gifted membership here from Robert. Appreciate you very much for that. Super chat from Ben says, with that Jakai appearance, do you think we'll see more of him going forward? I don't see any reason why not. Ja'Kai Howard was like, man, look, bro, I haven't had a meaningful attempt in a game in a while. Let me just shoot the ball from Opelika. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just, why not? Why not? Ja'Kai Howard in this game. 6 points, both of them 3-pointers, both of them beautiful. Didn't touch any rim whatsoever. Good to see him get in there. In 5 minutes of action, he had 6 points. That's amazing. That's efficiency for you right there. He's like, hey, man, point a minute. You can't do much better than that, you know? So love it. Love it. Let's see. What else we got out here in this here chat?
I would like to see what's wrong with Tahad. It's kind of been
he's been iffy. Off. Tahad Pettiford in this game, 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting. The 1 3-pointer he actually made didn't count because Miles traveled right before he passed it to him. He had 4 rebounds and 6 assists, though. So he has been impacting the games in other ways. 6 assists and 1 turnover is absolutely amazing in his 18 minutes of work. So doing a good job of just contributing, even though the shot hasn't been falling. But yeah, let's get back over here into this comment section, see if we got any other interesting things. James says, if Kelly and CBM heat up like tonight moving forward, teams better watch out. Listen, if Auburn shoots the ball this well, because Auburn plays defense so well, right? Like lost in all of this is, 76 points surrendered when you score one. Like that's really good defense as well, right? Like you're a team in Ole Miss, like you surrendered almost what they normally score, but you scored 106, right? That's still really good defense. I mean, Ole Miss shot 47% on the night, 36% from 3, but you turned them over 10 times. They're a team that typically does not turn the ball over more than 8 times a game. You turned them over 10 times, and you dominated the glass. So you did what you needed to do to make this a tough game for them. And props to them for doing, they did okay, but they just ran into a buzzsaw tonight. Like, let's just be clear. Chris Beard is probably like, they had their best shooting nights of the year every time that we saw them. But again, I think it's just matchups, right? I think Auburn's just a bad matchup for Ole Miss. They don't have the size on the interior. And because of the way that they fly around defensively, Auburn ends up getting a lot of open shots. So it is what it is. Bird in Beham says, finally a win. We don't have to sweat out the last 10 minutes. Yeah, there was no sweat happening in this one at all. At all. This was the game everybody's been waiting for Auburn to beat a team down. Marion, there you go. Find something negative to say. Why we losing 20-point leads? We could have scored 150 points. That's the way to get in there and find something to say. That's what I'm talking about, baby. No matter what, we got to find a way to critique it.
You got to nitpick. That's how you know you're good. You got to start nitpicking.
The biggest nitpick I will have for this game is the fouling. Like, I just think that they fouled way too much in this game. 22 fouls in this one. Cardwell had 4. Chaney Johnson had 4. And I think that and most of them were legitimate fouls. So you got to play better defense without fouling there, but you played really good defense tonight. So I can't be too mad at it. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures tonight again against them. Had 5 guys last time, 5 guys this time in double figures. So free throw shooting, they were 11 of 21. I mean, that's a nitpick. That was, that's not great. Excuse me, they were 27 of 33. That is good. There was the threes that they shot 11 of 21. 27 of 33. That's pretty good. 82%, not bad. So, yeah, I don't know. You got to dig deep.
On this too.
Yeah, you got to dig deep for something here. Ben says Auburn even beat the refs by by what? Hamstring
harnessing.
Oh, I bro, that font is so small. Harnessing it to break 100 points. What a game. All right, cool. Heavy says Chad didn't make cookies for the fans. Negative. Hey, that's an inside joke. You had to be on the you had to be on the watch party to even get that joke. But I like it, Heavy. I like you bringing a little inside jokes to the people right here. Let's see. Nino Brown, how many players Auburn have that can create their own shots? A lot of them. A lot of them. Miles can, Chad can, Janai can, Cheney can, Denver can, Tahad can.
If you let him, Blake Mushalek will too.
The
roster goes deep.
It'd be easier for me to find guys who can't. Howard, and Dylan. Everybody else, I think, can, and Simo. There you go.
Well, everybody else, I think, if you count dunks, I mean, Dylan can create his own shots.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. We're not gonna be on here too long because this. I mean, like, what do you even say about this? But y'all know what it is. It is everybody's favorite time of the night, and that is plus minus. It's time to get to the plus minus. We will, as always, with our plus minus, start with the folks who had negative plus minuses. The biggest negative out there, surprisingly, Ja'Kai Howard with a -3 in this game. Ja'Kai Howard with a -3. JP Pegues with a -1, and Blake Mushalek with a -1. Now, for the ridiculous plus minus numbers for everybody who played significant minutes, all of them positives, will start at the bottom of the list. Jaheim Hudson, in his 9 minutes of action, was a +6 on the night. Now, before I read off the rest of these, every other player for Auburn is in double digits in the plus minus. Everybody else, 6 for Jaheim Hudson. Everybody else in double digits.
Well, next Simo was 9.
You are correct. I skipped over Simo. Simo was a +9. But next up, with the lowest double-digit plus minus, Janai Broom, 24 points on the night, was a +10 on the night. Next up, Tahad Pettiford, who was a +15 on the night with 4 points. Again, 4 big boards for the young man, 6 assists, and 1 turnover on the night in his 18 minutes of action. All right, so that will leave us Miles Kelly, Dylan Cardwell, Chad Baker-Mazara, and Denver Jones. So now in the chat, it is your time to guess who of those 4 players had the highest plus minus. I will tell you that number on the plus minus is 31, a +31. I skipped over Cheney Johnson, who has a +22. He is not in the running for this, though. Dylan Cardwell, Miles Kelly, Chad Baker-Mazara, or Denver Jones are the ones that we have. I see a lot of Chad Baker-Mazaras in the chat. Chadwick Baker-Mazara, as I affectionately call him. Denver Jones, somebody has that guess out there. Some of y'all, I'm going to start wondering whether some of y'all cheat, too, with this. Clint says Cookie. Miles, somebody says, definitely Kelly, another Chad. All right, let's eliminate somebody from this list with a +16, not the highest out there. Miles Kelly, 13 points on 4 of 7 shooting, 3 boards, 1 assist, 2 turnovers for Miles Kelly in his 29 minutes of action. Still left out there, Dylan Cardwell, Denver Jones, and Chad Baker-Mazara. You'll see some Kelly, Mazara.
I see Denver. No one's giving the benefit to Dylan Cardwell here.
Yeah, Dylan. Well, let's just go ahead and eliminate him since nobody's guessing him, because he is a +18 on the night with 4 points, 2 of 2 shooting from the field. Both of those monstrous dunks. 1 assist, 2 blocked shots, +18 for Mr. Dylan Cardwell in only 14 minutes of action tonight. So it's between Chad Baker-Mazara and Denver Jones. Ben says Janai didn't get a double-double. That's a negative. You are correct. He needed 1 more board, and they couldn't miss to his side of the basket on the last couple of times he was in there. Both of those rebounds went the opposite direction. Actually, they made one of them, then the other one they missed to the other side.
I think Miles stole one of those too.
Yes, he did. He did. All right. The big reveal here. with 31 in the plus minus column. Denver Jones, 13 points, 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw lines, 3 assists, 0, count them, 0 turnovers in his 29 minutes of action. Chad Baker-Mazara with 22 points on 8 of 12 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 boards, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 block shots, and a steal in 29 minutes, a plus 28 on the night. So Denver Jones, no turnovers, 3 assists, 13 points in 29 minutes will get him the highest plus minus. So when he was on the floor, Auburn basically, he was the differential in the game. He's a plus 31 in the game. Auburn wins the game by 30. Basically, when Denver was out there, Auburn was winning the game by a whole bunch, is what you get from that. Yes, indeed. This is a good one. Again, I don't have too much to say. There's not too much to break down from this game. Do you have any thoughts before we get out of here, Dylan? Because we're not going to hold the people too late.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst thing to talk about are blowout losses and blowout wins. It's like there's not a lot of analysis to go on.
Yeah, I mean, blowout losses, you get to at least complain a bunch.
Yeah.
So you talk about how terrible you played and all the things that you should have done better and what's going on with this player and what's going on with the offense or what's happening with, like, you can at least complain. When you win by this much, only thing you can do is make broken ugly jokes and talk about how badly, Chaney Johnson dunked on one of your players and how amazing it is that Janai Broome is such a good passer out of the double team. Like, that's all I got for you is Auburn's amazing. Your team sucks. And I'm sorry that you have to play them.
I need this energy tonight.
Right.
Pick it up, put it in your suitcase, and take it to Rupp.
Yeah, because
take it on down to Lexington.
If they can hit 12 threes in that game, I'll be happy with that. Again, Auburn they made 11 tonight. If they can make double-digit threes.
If they win in Lexington,
that's it.
The SEC's all theirs.
There's no chance for anybody to catch them at that point in time. They could lose the last 2 games and be fine. Well, hold on. Well, how many losses does Bama have?
I think Bama's 2 games behind still. I know Florida lost, so Florida's out of it.
Yes. Well, if Auburn wins again, then yes.
Yes. So if Auburn wins,
Bama and Florida play each other. So one of them's got to take another L. But let me see.
We chomping on Saturday.
Alabama is currently 12-3. So yeah, Auburn. If Auburn loses 2, so again, if they win against Kentucky, they're at least guaranteed a share of the SEC regular season title with Bama.
We don't share out here.
If Bama loses another game and Auburn wins in Rupp, it's a wrap. Because they will have 4 losses, and there's no way Auburn gets to 4 losses. So handle business in Kentucky, then you are at least guaranteed a share of the regular season SEC title. You beat Bama in the last game of the season. Doesn't matter what Bama does the rest of the time. You got it. So
even if you just beat A&M next week.
Yeah, I mean, that'll guarantee. I think that it will be. I think they'll want to clinch it versus Bama, though. Like if that game still means something for the SEC regular season, that's going to be another amazing environment.
Well, regardless, you still be cutting the nets down in Neville Arena after the Bama game.
Yeah, but
unless you be very disrespectful, just if you beat Buzz in Aggie Land, cut down their nets.
Yeah.
Depending on which one would be the most disrespectful.
But see, here's the thing, though. Like, I just want to do it against Bama. I just want to do it against them, man. Oh man, it would be beautiful to see that. All right. Anyway, final thoughts, Dylan, before we get out of here, man.
Yeah, same old. Take the energy, take it with you to Lexington. I liked what I saw tonight. Outside of the 2 minutes of basketball where Ole Miss just couldn't miss for a little bit. And Auburn couldn't make. If you have Charles Barkley on with you again, if you're announcers out there, please have good questions to ask.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't listen to the games because I don't even want to hear what they have to say. So
he was talking about Buc-ee's at one point. They were just asking him everything.
That's how you know you're beating the team down. They just like, you got Charles Barkley in there to talk basketball, and they're talking about food.
I think they asked him if he wanted to run for president. I think that was another question. And it's like, okay, at some point we got to get back to the game.
Yeah, nothing to talk about. There it is. All right. Well, Dylan, tell the people how they can keep up with what you got going on.
Of course, you can find me at the College Loop. Of course, we have an episode come up tomorrow. We're going to talk about this game and a little preview of the Combine, which starts tomorrow. You're going to see, I think, Eugene Asante and Jalen McLeod both take on the Combine tomorrow. So, yeah, check us out at the College Loop. That's everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all those platforms at the College Loop. Also, find me on Twitter as well at your boy the Tank, at YABOY the Tank.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, y'all know we are here. We'll be with you guys tomorrow night for the midweek report. So make sure you are right back here on the live for that. If you're an Ole Miss fan and you are tuning into this, then Ole Miss fans should be asleep. It's past your bedtime. Auburn put your team to bed. You should be in bed already. I don't even know why you're still awake. But thank you for stopping in. But we're out of here until the next time. And as always, War Eagle.
War Eagle.